Anyway, for example, my cats are always the best company to be with, because there's no struggle, there's no need to change what's there. When they are having when they feel like eating, then they are eating, of course, because I'm providing. But when they are playing, then they're just going to play, or they're just going to lay down. And when they are having a fight, then they're having an intense fight, and everything is immediately let go of. There's no attachment to it. Recently there was a huge fight between Ginger and my other cat, and then they just had a huge fight, and it was very intense. But then completely immediately the next thing was just open. It was just nothing to change it, and that is that's what's happening all the time. Yeah. And that's also actually the movement in our life that is happening. And you can have a fight, you can have people getting together, or you can be lonely or even depressed. Feelings are coming and going all the time, continuously. But then there's apparently somebody that thinks that this is something that you can hold on to, because there is the illusion that this is real. You think that this experiences, the fight, well, whatever is happening, that it's real, so you feel like the victim. And by feeling the victim, there is an attachment, because you're saying, I don't like this, and it should be different. It should be different than what is happening. But that's not the case. It is happening as it is happening. Nothing else than that. So the suffering starts when you are trying to change life. Suffering starts in non-acceptance of the moment in which a fight may happen, or other disagreements or feelings of anger or frustration. But when you look at a child is just very pure and completely in tune with what is appearing. If a child is angry, and it just screams and shouts, and it has absolutely no idea that it cannot shout, you should be quiet, shut up. It has absolutely no idea about these concepts that we build up, and it's just expressing what is happening. Or sadness, feeling sad. When a child feels sad, it just expresses the sadness, in and in sad. The sadness is just all over, and when it's just being completely there, then the next moment is like, oh, it's jumping around, and it's just completely happy, and not completely forgot already that it was just 1 minute ago was sad. So for the child, and for the animal, and for everything else in this world, there is no time. We as grown-ups, we as the mind functions, is interpreting and creating the idea of time. That's why we create this linear world, and we create one and the other, and these are two things, and they are like all the time reacting on each other. So it's like so that's more or less what all the time is happening. And this idea became like this because we think that in the middle there is somebody. There is somebody here. But there is absolutely nobody who's here. It's just the idea of the mind that creates the idea of a somebody. But this is just a hand, or as we said, this is a hand and it's moving, and it's just moving. And this is another hand and it's also moving, and my eyes, they are also moving, and my hair is moving, and everything is moving. But the idea about it, that it is movement that is fixed, like the idea is fixed, the idea is fixed, and when it's fixed, it becomes inflexible. And that's not what we are. We are not inflexible. We are movement, continuous movement, flexible, dynamic, flexible, as anything is. So what happens is that when there is when these ideas are being held on to, and suffering keeps appearing from this holding on to, somewhere there is an energetic recognition in other things that are happening where you cannot hold on to, like little children, or other situations, or walking at the beach, or through woods. Then there's this resonance of your true nature, which is the dynamics and the imperfection, and also the perfection of everything. Because when you walk through the forest and you see everything that's growing, are you busy with, oh, that tree has leaves, and these leaves are all different, and they should not be like that, they should be like this, and they should be like that, and I don't want them, I don't like them like that, they should absolutely be different, because then I feel good, then I'm pleased, then I feel happy, then I'm fulfilled. No, you are just walking, or you're just standing, or whatever. You're in the forest. You are experiencing everything that you pass by, or that is passing you by, as whole, right? You're not having any thoughts of now, they might appear. Maybe they do appear because you are a freak of you're perfect. You want things perfectly arranged. So what you're doing at home, you could take with you, or that's a pattern. So maybe it happens. But and that's what I'm trying to say here, is that energetically there's a resonance beyond words. And you can sense it better when you are, for example, in a forest, or in the beach, or somewhere where there's no distraction of patterns that might remember you about this inflexibility. So you are there, and then everything is like, yeah, it's this um, resonance of your true nature, and it immediately drops in your system, and you have very soon, usually immediately, you start to feel better. You feel like, you can breathe, and you feel relaxed, and you feel oh, this is what I needed. A stroll along the beach, nothing to worry about. My thoughts are just drifting like the waves, like the clouds. And that is, yeah, that's great, because doing that kind of stuff might help you to fall back, or to let go of your ideas about patterns, the ideas of your ever repeating patterns in which you think that you cannot change them, that they're fixed. And you suffer from it, because you somehow you know that this is not really what you are. Somewhere there's this knowing, but you just forgot. And for example, being in nature, or being with animals, or children, remembers you of what you truly are, because there is no judgment. There's just unconditional love. And the unconditional love is resonating back to you, because that's what you are truly, unconditional love. And it can be emotional, can be that letting this happen, that it touches your emotions, your things that are blocked in your life, things that you've tried to keep up, because of the ideas of that you had to be approved by your surroundings, behavior that you're keeping up with because you think that's the way it should be, or that's, if I don't do this, then nobody will love me. But the responses that are happening are all reflections. And once you start to see that all responses of yourself, and therefore also from others, are just reflections, you can start to see through the illusion of it. That is, when somebody's saying that you are not unworthy or something, or that you should do different, that you should change or whatever, it's actually saying that the other should change, that the other is unworthy. And these are patterns that are contracted and therefore they are seen as true, or the truth, or the only thing that's being known, being taught, and not because you want it, not because that's what you would like to believe as a truth, but it's just what you picked up along the way. When you have questions, you can mail me through my webpage. It's my name and then .nl all together, and at the end .nl. I'll be happy to help out with anything, any questions, any unclearness about your situations, feelings. Okay, I think this is it for now. Thanks for watching, and see you later.